Chapter 3. Cassie parked the unmarked police car on the road. They were in a part of a depressing housing estate in a less than salubrious area of the town. She knocked on the door of the address they'd been given by the car wash girl. Curtains hung haphazardly from dirty windows, and the paint was peeling off the door frame in an attempt to escape. As soon as Cassie took her hand away from the wood, vicious barking started, and feet galloped over hard floor like heavy hailstones hitting a metal roof. "Just what I need," she cried as she backed away. "Not a fan of our four-legged friends then, Cassie?" asked Wen as she stepped in front of her.
"Not unless they work for the living, and I'm definitely not a fan of the sort that can bite your head off."
A foreign voice shouted something and the barking ceased. Then the door opened as much as the safety chain would allow, showing a slobbering, large-jawed canine being held back by a small hand of their contact. "Moment!" She disappeared with her protector, then returned and let them in. "Dog!" Cassie poked her head round the door. "In kitchen, come." She indicated to the front room. It was small, dark, and smelt of body odour. On the floor there were 2 single mattresses and a sleeping bag. The general clutter made the place look more like a squat than anything else. "Are you alone?" asked Wen. The girl nodded. "It's Anna, isn't it?" Wen sat down on the edge of one of the chairs, hoping not to stain her jacket. "Okay, Anna, you reported your boyfriend missing. So tell us why you're worried about Vlad." He didn't come home to me. He didn't come home." Anna sank down on the battered settee and sniffled. Cassie went to sit next to her. "Anna, could he have run away because he thought he might get deported?" "Not without me. He made me promise. He say if we were to leave, we go together." Wen studied her. "Who did you mean when you said bad men were after him?" "They want money. He says he owes them money." "What for?" This time Anna looked down at her feet rather than answering. "Anna, why did he owe money? Was it for getting him here, to this country?" "No, he paid that. All he earns went to that." "So what was it then?" Wen persisted. He is a gambler." Gambler? Do you mean gambler?"
"Yes, he won first, then not."
"And these people, did they lend him money to bet with?" Cassie put her hand over the girl's. "Yes, I think Vlad, he would not talk about it, but he was afraid." "Do you know who these people are?" the DI asked. Anna looked at Wen and shook her head. "Have you got a recent photo of Vlad?" Cassie smiled at the girl. Anna took out her phone and after a moment showed one to the sergeant. "That's good," said Cassie. "Can I forward this to our office and then we'll all know what he looks like?" She reluctantly handed her phone to Cassie. "And have you got a comb or a toothbrush that belongs to Vlad?" Anna looked at Wen as if she'd gone mad. "Why?" "To see if we can get Vlad's DNA." That didn't help. She looked even more confused than ever. It's a test that we do. It can help to identify people sometimes." Wen tried to explain, hoping that made some sort of sense to the girl. Anna went upstairs, still not looking convinced, and while she was gone, Cassie quickly scrolled through the text messages on her phone, but they were in Polish. The girl reappeared with a blue toothbrush. "Is it right?" Cassie took an evidence bag out of her pocket. "That's fine, just pop it in here." She held the bag open and Anna dropped the toothbrush inside. "And nobody else has used this?" "Nobody," confirmed Anna. "I'll just take a description of Vlad and then we'll leave you in peace." Cassie got out her notebook. "But I told Man on the phone, answered all his questions." Yes, but we just want to double check. We want to make sure we've got it right. Wen always liked to watch people when they gave this sort of information. Over the years, she'd learned how to tell whether a person was genuinely worried or just doing what was expected. Anna was genuinely worried. "Did Vlad have any tattoos?" asked Cassie. Anna just shook her head. The description taken when handed the girl her card. "If you hear from Vlad or think of anything else, anything at all, phone me." "And how many others live here with you, Anna?" asked Cassie. 7 until Vlad gets back, then 8. "Where are they all today?" "Working." "How many men?" Cassie was worried about this arrangement. 5. "Does Jan live here?" Anna shook her head. "Are you safe here, Anna?" This time Wen was asking the questions. "Yes, I have Bruno." "Bruno?" "Yes, my dog." "Well, I'm glad you've got something to protect yourself with," said Wen. "We'll be in touch with any news." As they drove back to base, Wen suddenly said, "No tattoos." "No," replied Cassie. "And I thought all Eastern European men had at least one." Wen thought, "We shouldn't stereotype though, should we?" "No, but we do," said her sergeant.